captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Yes, sir, baby, baby. Thursday, as some people like to say, Friday Eve. Never made much sense to me, 'cause around here, every day is Friday, baby, and every day is a holiday. How the hell y'all doing? Man, just finalizing and placing these better rules. Got everything locked and loaded, ready for you. Got a great show today. We're gonna talk a few talking points that stood out to me in yesterday's games. Not really a recap, more of we're at a point in the season, man. We got about a month left, about 7 games left for all of these teams. Um, I don't know how to explain it, but what I'm gonna talk about is deeper than just the day to day or the recap or what happened last night. Got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful SEC and Mountain West. Um, Big 12 also big, not really, but got a bunch of conferences. I talked about them yesterday. Hey now, watch out, don't get bit. Definitely just gonna talk some basketball, baby. Don't know how else to say it. Uno, dos, tres. Shout out to Michigan, baby. Shout out to Michigan, baby. Talk about a heartbreaker. Record officially 175 and 110. Man, got up quick early. Just been cruising at about plus 60 bets last month. Need to jump it up. Ain't mad at it though, man. 285 bets so far this season on Captain by a hook, and we won 175 of them. If I had my phone, I'd do some quick math. Maybe tomorrow I'll come back with a percentage. Also, baby, cannot forget Chris Mas Diaz. That's 3 more days for the non-Espanol speakers until Super Bowl 58. I mean, let's round of applause. Keep the claps going for Juwan Howard, huh? Round of applause. Juwan Howard in Michigan, one of my favorite basketball teams. Just hate them. Been one of my favorite programs. I mean, you see it. It's up there for a reason. Go blue. That's not for football. That's for basketball. This is the only thing up here for football, besides the Saints, of course. But this is football. These other three, pure basketball. Need to get a Notre Dame and a Cincinnati one. But hey, ain't got enough space for all that. I do have 3 bets for you. A fourth one I'm thinking about. But boy, oh boy, Arizona State falling apart as of late. It's not so much how many games they have lost in a row. It is who they have lost to and by how much. Don't know if it's a bounce back spot tonight or not. Can't call it. Not a psychic, but I would definitely talk about that game. Arizona State they're hosting Colorado. Colorado down there in Tempe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city of Tempe. Spent some time down there. 8 years to be exactamundo. But anyway, let's get to it. Let's get through it. Let's do it. So I can give you these bets at the end of the show. Get the hell up on out of here. It's Captain by a Hook with the red beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful, fantastico mundo, cloudy day down here in the south, baby. It's the 8th of February. The 8th of February. The 39th day of the year. It is 60 degrees and cloudy. Oh, baby. Oh, boy. What a joy, man. Let's get right down into it. I'm getting lost in the sauce. Right here on Captain by a Hook. Jump into a few things I want to talk about. Let's start off with Michigan. I was talking about this briefly yesterday. Um, you fade teams, fade teams, fade teams, fade teams. When do you flip the switch and start riding teams? About a month ago, we should have flipped the switch and started riding. Maybe not a month ago. 4 or 5 games ago, we should have flipped the switch and started riding UCLA. I just jumped on that train the last 2 games. Profitable for me last night. Actually saved my life last night. That plus money and money line brought me back to pretty much even on the week. Even though I had a 1 for 2 day, 1 for 3 actually. I bet High Point at the last minute. Uh, glad I didn't give it out. Them boys, they lost by 5, but they lost anyway. Michigan, are they turning the corner? Not so much as Michigan turning the corner. Wisconsin, in the bed, just straight diarrhea of the arse. Wisconsin now lost 3 in a row. Of course, we watched the game on Sunday. They lost to Purdue. Understandable. I didn't go back and look at who they lost to before that. But now that they lost to Michigan, officially a 3-game skid, and they have officially lost to the worst team in the conference in Michigan. What the hell is going on with Wisconsin? How you go from maybe we're the best team in the Big Ten, maybe we got a shot at taking this regular season championship title, whatever the hell. Maybe we're gonna be, maybe we just stink. That's what I love about Big Ten basketball, man. Any day, any nights, anybody can get a win. That is true across all sports, across all of college basketball. But in the Big Ten specifically, seems like it's always just a team that's trash that somehow takes your money. Last night was Michigan. Maryland's got me a few times. That is also why I love the Big Ten, though. If you're on the groove, right, you can catch those plus money opportunities. I bet Michigan State a lot. Usually only when they are plus money. I don't really care for them as a favorite. We saw them against Minnesota the other night, -3.5. I took the under on that game, which the under hit, but they ended up losing, even though they were up the whole game. Nah. But I do love Michigan State as dogs. Somehow they just come through. Tennessee, baby. This Tennessee squad is the real deal. Lucille. I just wanted to say that. Tennessee, man, looking great last night. They had a 20-point win over LSU. Dalton Connect, your boy. That's my boy. That's why I said it. 27 points, 7 boards, 6 assists. I mean, this kid might be special. This kid might be a ball player. Can't wait to see how he fares in the SEC tournament and, of course, the big dance, the NCAA tournament. That'll be a true test for him. Anybody could, at home, in the comfort of your own dorm, go out there and ball the hell out against the LSU team that's about 500. But let's see how you fare against some big dogs in the tourney, baby. That's always my favorite eye test on players specifically. Teams now you can kind of get a glance at them. SEC though, keeping it in the SEC, Auburn. Whew. They were walking the dog last night with Alabama. It's now a two-way tie at the top of the SEC. Auburn, Alabama, both 8-2. But wait, there's more. Tennessee, half a game back, only because they haven't played as many games. They're 7-2. So you got 8-2, 8-2, 7-2. Auburn, Bama split. No tiebreaker there. It's going to be an interesting last month in this SEC conference. All season, I've been calling them divisions. Every other sport is divisions. I guess maybe not college football. Who cares about football? Not here to talk no stinking football. SEC baby, gonna be beautiful down the stretch. Cannot wait to see how that turns out. Man, I feel like the SEC over the last couple of years has become one of the best, one of the more deeper conferences. I'll say that. Maybe not the best, but for like the last 4 seasons specifically, it's been a race like this to see who will take home the conference. Tonight, a lot of Pac-12 action. It is Thursday. A lot of Pac-12 action. So after tonight, we can talk more about the last season of the Pac-12 conference. Um, UCLA got the win last night, which was desperately needed. I'm telling you, I think they're about to go on a 7 or 8 game win streak. They are now on a 4 game win streak. I think they got 3 or 4 more. And in the last 3 games, hopefully they can take 2 out of 3. Hopefully they can take 2 out of 3. I'm telling y'all think I'm playing. Watch out now. These mighty, mighty Bruins can't give up on a Mick Cronin coached team. The opposite of that is USC. USC has zero bounce back ability. USC has zero fight. And it's a shame. Because Boogie Ellis is something special. Man, that goes to show you like the transfer portal really. I don't want to get too deep into this. Maybe next week I'll really talk about the transfer portal and how it sounds good on paper. But then you think about it like, why are these kids transferring? Huh. Because they don't want to put the work in where they're at to get the time that they want. So they transfer full of promises, green grass, and a pot of gold, $100,000 check. Come to my school and you'll be the starter. There was a reason these kids weren't starting where they're at. Boogie Ellis has nothing to do with none of this, by the way. That's why I didn't want to talk about it right now. I don't want his name synonymous with Boogie Ellis. I think Boogie Ellis in the transfer portal has the other problem of the transfer portal. Promised green grass. Shows up, does his job. Absolute animal, beast, baller. However, the team fails him. Freshman phenom. More like I don't even have a joke for this one. Bronny James Jr. Come on, man. If you would have scored 11, grabbed 6 boards, 2, 3 assists, a steal, they would have said this kid is underachieving. You're not even doing half of that. Averaging 5 points. What's going on? And then I gotta listen to cats on podcasts talking about, no, he got it. That kid's special. He got it. He just don't want to show it. Yeah, that means he ain't got it. Hell, I got it. Give me an opportunity. I could do the same. I could put up 5, 4, and 2. Shit. Shit. Anyway, USC, man. Boogie Ellis promised a bunch of gold. Gets to USC and realizes he's the only gold coin. I don't like calling for people's jobs. And who cares? They're going to be in the Big Ten next year at the bottom of the barrel, flying every other day to in New Jersey and Indiana. And this might be my last season watching sports. This whole conference BS. I just can't get jiggy with it, man. Anyway, USC trash. Gonzaga. Speaking of conference changing, they're talking about the Big 12. I talked about this briefly yesterday. Gonzaga needs to go to the Mountain West. Last night, a trash ass Gonzaga team gets a 30-point victory. On paper, you think, huh? Gonzaga. Get your hopes up. Everybody wants to see Gonzaga go on a tourney run. Ain't gonna happen. Even if they make the damn tourney, ain't gonna happen. And this is why they need to be in a better conference. They playing in the Mountain West right now. They're probably 11 and 12. No hope of the dance. No hope of winning the conference tournament. They have all this hope because of the trash ass environment they're in. It's like seeing a rose petal in the dirt. I don't know. I need to start thinking about my metaphors and analogies prior to going live, huh? Gonzaga, baby. They need to be in a tougher conference. Uh, it's just getting to the point now. When they were great and blowing everybody out by 40, it was like, but now that they're trash and still blowing teams out by 30, it's like, all right. Oh, okay. You don't even deserve that win right there. You should be playing against some better competition. High Point gets their first conference loss last night. Providence, they upset Creighton. Devin Carter, President Carter, President Carter, President Carter, 28 points, 11 boards, 6 assists, hit a 3 from Steph Curry range. I mean, this kid might be special. Shout out to Devin Carter. And the last thing I want to talk about before we get into the Super Bowl and before we preview tonight's games and before I give out my bets for the evening, Georgetown and Ed Cooley. Thursday, boy. Ed Cooley. Georgetown's now 1-10 and conference play in the Big East Conference. So one of the fans screamed out, "You getting paid $7 million for one win?" Fair from an opposing team. Fair. Getting $7 million a year, get one conference win. Do the math. If you got the over this cross multiply, get your boogie on. That is $7 million per win. In which Ed Cooley, my dog, I want to get this blown up and put on my wall. Ed Cooley said, and I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember the exact phrase. I'm a rich as a mother. I'm rich as hell. Thought that was great. You know what? I am rich as a mother. $7 million for one win. I will say this though, and I've been screaming it at the top of my lungs. What the hell are we doing? Georgetown fans, Ed Cooley criticizers. I mean, you can't expect a guy to come in to a program that's won maybe 5 games the last 5 years and just, turn it all the way around. Usually, and this is with anything, if you're building a house, you got to knock down the house that was there, break it all up, get all the rubble up, build you a new foundation. That's what this year is. He's just building the foundation. Nice little foundation, got a nice little raised house in case of a hurricane. And then next year, he'll be putting up the structure. Now, if you're lucky, he'll put up the structure and the sheetrock at the same damn time. But hey, the year after that, now he's taping and floating and painting and bringing furniture in, and give him 2-3 years. I mean, look what he did at Providence. That is no joke. Georgetown can be even better because of the history, because of the recruiting possibilities. At Providence, he couldn't show a video of John Thompson. He couldn't show a video of the great 80s teams, the great bigs, Lonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, the championships, the Final Fours, but at Georgetown, he can't. He will get better talent at Georgetown than he did at Providence, and he will be a great coach. He will turn that program into a great program. And in the words of Ed Cooley, he is. Rich ass him up. Let's talk some Super Bowl action, baby. Get down and dirty. Down to fight to round 30. It's captained by a hook with the red beard. We got 3 days until the Chiefs. Damn it. You know I got to talk with my pen in my hand. We got 3 days until the Chiefs and Niners face off in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! One more time, one more time. Viva Las Vegas! Chiefs. Doggy dog? Plus 2.5 on the spread, plus 110 on the money line. Total currently set at 47. And a hook. Man, let me ask y'all a question. Super Bowl MVP. Damn, this guy's already dropped like in half. This guy was plus 3,200 yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I'm on this home. Now he's plus 18. Well, he's 180 to 1. He was 320 to 1 yesterday. Don't go breaking my heart. Maybe it was 22 to 100. I don't know. All I know is L'Jarius Sneed. He's got a gut feeling. No analytics. Just think he's going to lock the hell up out of whoever he's guarding. Picture him getting a pick six, another pick, maybe a sack, 3 tackles, big face somebody, just locks up one side of the field. Give my man the MVP, baby. L'Jarius Sneed, 180 to 1. Going out on a limb here. Throw a little dub sack on it. Tomorrow, my man JCP will be here and we will talk some Super Bowl action. I'm going to be honest with you. I could care less about this Super Bowl. I'm not going to watch it. This is probably the first Super Bowl in a long time. I just don't care. Do not care. I want to bet Chiefs, but honestly, 100% of my heart says the Niners are going to win. The Niners are going to win. I know what you're thinking. What? Huh? Woo! Hi, my name is. I mean, and I could be holding a personal grudge against the entire sports media world. But boy, oh boy, am I hearing some dumbasses on the Chiefs. It's to the point where I'm just fading every fucking body. Hashtag fade the public. I haven't heard that saying in a while. I'm not saying I'm right. It's the Super Bowl, baby. Both these teams got here for a reason. The 49ers are favored for a reason. It's not like it's an upset if they win. Chiefs, P. Mahomes, it's not like they're really dogs, but they are. Patrick Mahomes, ass a dog. I mean, every reason has you believe the Chiefs are going to win. I believe the Chiefs are going to win. But in my gut, my true gut, I know the 49ers are going to win. It's just how it goes, man. With all that being said, I'll probably have a last minute bet on the Chiefs. Going to sleep that night, I'll feel better, win or loss, if I had my money on the Chiefs. But again, I'm not going to watch the game. Mardi Gras weekend. I'm going to be enjoying the sights and sounds of the town. I don't know, man. Everybody's on the Chiefs. It the reasons they giving me just they've talked me out of it. I'm hearing all kind of BS. Even though the Niners banged up, I mean everybody on the damn team's hurt. You know why I'm talking about the Super Bowl. You can hear coverage from the Super Bowl about the Super Bowl every damn where you want, and everybody's on the Chiefs. Holla! Let's talk about tonight. Some college hoops, baby. Get groovy down in diggity dirty. It's captained by a hook with the red beard. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dives. Iowa, they're set off to face Penn State. It's weird to me that this game's a pick 'em. Minus 110 on the money line. Penn State is actually plus 1.5 at home. Iowa minus 1.5. Um, I don't know which way to bet this game. Not gonna bet this game. I just think it's interesting that it's a pick 'em. I would put Iowa minus 3.5, 4 maybe. I think Iowa's offense a little better than Penn State's. I think they both have below average defense. If I had to bet that game, it'd definitely be Iowa. Memphis, man. Holy coyote, Batman. Memphis, 7.5 this morning, dropped to 6.5 during the show. They're on the road taking on Temple. Temple plus 6.5 at home. I mean, Memphis goes on a 4-game losing streak, and then they come back as 11-point favorites last weekend and lose. Or no, they win by 1. I mean, by 2. Sorry, 65-63. To just recap that, Memphis loses 4 in a row, go as 11.5-point favorites, win by 2. Now somehow they're 6.5-point favorites against a Temple team who's 1-8 in conference play. I bet you Temple still finds a way to cover because Memphis, it goes back to the transfer thing. You have 11 transfers. What are they there for? They don't care about Memphis basketball. They're there for their $100,000, which in their mind, they already won. They don't give a damn about the league. All they want to do is jack up shots, put up stats, get paid and laid like Rico Wade. If y'all can hear my stomach, it is going bananas. I don't know why. Uh, Man, I love this Memphis team in November. Loved them in December. January, I still try to ride with them. It's February now. Get the hell out of my face. That's how I feel. Liberty, they're 11.5-point favorites at home against Middle Tennessee. It's going to be a good one. I think Liberty gets close to covering. It's just right on the fence. I don't really want to sweat out a Liberty game, if that makes any sense. I'll sweat out, you know, some other games, but don't want to be checking Liberty Middle Tennessee scores at 8 o'clock at night, hoping I get lucky. Vermont, the same number, 11.5. However, they are on the road against NJIT. Oh, never heard of them. Don't go breaking my heart. I'm gonna talk about this game last because I might bet it. I have it written down on the bet. It's the only bet I haven't bet yet, though. From the get go. See if they had anything else I wanted to talk about. I do not believe so. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm gonna do the same thing I did yesterday. We're gonna get into this, but I'm gonna put it at half and half. All right, Arizona State. They're hosting Colorado. I opened the show kind of talking about this one. Arizona State's plus 14.5. They're not hosting. I thought they were hosting this game. They are the away team. They are in Colorado. Makes more sense now. It's not necessarily the fact that Arizona State falls apart every year mid-January. They're always decent. Like, oh, okay, they might. Oh, okay, 5-2 in conference, 5-6. What the hell happened? You go from 11-7, 5 and I mean, just what the? And it's not even the fact that they lost 4 in a row. It's who they lost 4 in a row to. You lose to Oregon, I understand that. You lose by 19 to Oregon. Yikes. You lose to Oregon State. Now, I don't understand that at all. What are y'all doing out there in Oregon, huh? Lose to Oregon State. Now, that just don't even sound right. Anyway, you back that up with a 9-point loss to Stanford. I guess I can see that. Stanford's not the best, not the worst. And then you lose to California. 2 out of 4 of those teams are supposed to be the worst in the conference, and you lose to them, and you lose to them badly. Oregon State lost 84-71. The California lost 81-66. Now, as much as I want to take this plus 14.5, tell me why you're not about to get that turkey dog whooped by Colorado. Colorado. You can't do it. You can't do it. So I'm gonna end up just staying away from this game. Although I did have Arizona State plus 14.5 written down, scratching it out as we speak. And it's a good thing. I did this with Bama yesterday, and they got that walking the dog. Um, so let's get down and dirty. Get into it. I got, damn it, excuse me. I got 3 bets for you this evening. One of them is the Arizona team. I'm gonna start off with that one. We're gonna go Arizona minus the 5.5. They're on the road at Utah. Uh, Utah is definitely a good school. Coming off a win against Colorado. Just lost 2 in a row before that. Washington State and Washington. It looks like, and I could be tricked because Stanford and California. Uh, but Arizona's won 3 in a row. They won in dominant fashion in 3 in a row. 87-78, 91-65, 82-71. I think Arizona is understanding what they need to do to win. I think they're understanding that they need to play a little bit of defense to go along with that powerful offense. Um, kind of like the over in this game too. Both of these teams can put up around 80 points. The over is 160 and the hook. I actually do like that over. I'm probably gonna take that over. Only fear is, and I don't know why, because Arizona's defense stinks, is that their defense actually steps up tonight and they win this game in a block burner. But I'm gonna take Arizona minus the 5.5, probably, and probably means I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take this over to 160 in the hook, but I'm giving out the Arizona minus 5.5 on the road. I think they win this one close to double digits, 8 to 12 to 15 range. Definitely think Arizona gets it done when it matters most and gets it done late. I think that defense steps up when they needed to. I think they got some kids that can hit some big time shots. Again, don't know if they're rolling, but 4 out of the last 5. And I mean, since that loss to Oregon State at the buzzer, which Might be the most embarrassing loss of the season from any team outside of Memphis, losing 4 in a row in the American Conference. Ever since Arizona lost to Oregon State, they have been rolling. Like I said, winners of 3 in a row. I think they continue that streak. All of those wins, by the way, coming by at least 9. I think they covered this 5.5 pretty easily. Might be a little bit of a sweat, but I think once it gets down to it, they'll be up by 9-11 going into the last possession of the game. Moving on. I'm going to keep it in the Pac-12 real quick, kind of bounce around times. I usually go in time order, but let's just keep it in the Pac-12. You got Oregon hosting Washington tonight. 7.5 is kind of a big number, but I think Oregon gets it done. I think they get running. I think they get rolling. Oregon is coming off of a few embarrassing games themselves. I think they want to prove something. I like this Oregon team. I mean, since the beginning of the season, I thought they were going to be one of the best teams in the conference. Definitely think they're going to be a dangerous team in what's it called? In the tournament. But they lost one, lost one, lost. I think they win going by that trend. And I just noticed that. That's not why I'm betting this team. I think they are the better team. I think they come out and do the damn thing. Washington does have a potent offense. You could argue that the over is the play in this game too, over 154.5. I'm sorry. I'm looking at 2 different books. This book has them at -5.5. I got them at -7.5. Yikes. Wish I could have got that 5.5. But anyway, let's take Oregon, baby. Laying the points with Oregon. -7 in the hook over here at this book. If you can find the 5.5, please, please take the 5.5. Don't be a fool. But I think they get it done, man. I think they get it done and cover. Sorry, I'm getting lost in the sauce. Last bet I have for you, and don't be surprised if this team is down at halftime. Florida Atlantic loves going down at halftime, and they are a second half team to the fullest definition of what a second half team is. I'm taking Florida Atlantic. They're taking on UAB tonight on the road. All of these teams, oh, not Oregon, Arizona and Florida Atlantic on the road scares me a little bit, but I'm going to lay the points with them -5.5 with Florida Atlantic. Again, they'll probably be down early. The books kind of caught up to it. You might catch a 3.5, 4.5 if they're down 2 or 3, but I don't think you'll get a. You can try and wait and get a live number better than this, but I mean, if they do come out hot in the first half, I mean, you'll be lucky to get the 5.5 again. It looks like you can wait it out. It's -102 right here at 5.5. Maybe it drops to 4.5. I don't know. I got it already put in on my book. -5.5 on Florida Atlantic. And that's how we rocking. That's how we are rolling tonight, baby. Man, today's been a blast. Just to recap the bets, we got Arizona -5.5, Florida Atlantic -5.5, and Oregon -7. And hook. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. And thank you for the support. This is Captain by a Hook with the Red Beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, baby. Going live on a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. It is 60 degrees and cloudy. I ain't mad at it. It is the 8th of February, the 39th day of the year. And this is a morning show. Please take all wagers at your own risk, and please, please, gamble responsibly. Tails, baby. 2-2 on the week. See who breaks the tie mañana. Dobbs.